welcome back to another one of my videos. Unless you're new here, of course. If you're new here, my name is Shay Madeline, and I like to create, draw, whatever. Anyways though, today's video is a little different from my others up until now. Although I do have my own characters that I've made in some of the videos on this channel, I have yet to make a humanoid one of my own creation. Although humanoid might be a strong word, look at how I first started sketching out the body. Gosh, it's bad. Anyways though, this new character is actually the character I am playing in one of my current D&D campaigns, so get ready to meet Lilith. Really though, just get ready for a really nerdy explanation of the beginning of this campaign that I'm playing and Lilith's character. So to begin with, Lilith is a young adult tiefling who is tasked by her king with sieging the Mad Hatter King's fortress alongside her fellow adventurers. Upon entering the town where this fortress resides, though, the party witnessed a cloaked figure opening up a portal above the town and allowing a massive red dragon to fly out and wreak havoc on the town. Lilith and her party narrowly avoided the dragon by entering the fortress on the edge of town, which they found abandoned. Now they must figure out the secrets behind the mysterious cloaked figure and the giant red dragon. Also, before I continue, I didn't notice this when I named my character, but apparently I struggled to say the name Lilith. So if I'm saying it kind of weird, it's just me struggling to pronounce it for whatever reason. Anyways though, who does Lilith travel with and what are her motivations? Well, I'm sure glad you asked. Lilith travels in a party of 5, including the Ranger Milligan and her pet hippo, an artificer known as the Warden, Xylon, who is a tree folk druid, and Midori Stargazer, a barbarian fairy. He is also the character that my boyfriend plays in this campaign, which I think is just kind of funny. Anyways though, Lilith's motivation for working for her king can truly be melted down to the fact that she has daddy issues. You see, Lilith never met her father and doesn't know his name, but she does know he was an extremely talented wizard. Her entire village, including her home, was destroyed by a volcanic eruption, and this volcano was supposed to be dormant, so the fact that it erupted was not of natural cause. Thankfully though, or unthankfully, she survived thanks to her natural resistance to fire, which was passed down by her unknown father. Now though, she lives with the ambition to meet her father and find the source of this volcanic eruption. Another flaw of hers though, is that because she did survive this eruption, she now thinks that she's basically invincible, which in the future I'm sure will lead to all sorts of chaos. But yeah, that is all I really have together on this character as of now. We've only done 2 sessions, and I don't really want to bore you on all of the specifics of what the party has done so far, because it kind of has been like a slow start. I will say though, I think we have a really interesting group of characters and players, so I am excited to see what our DM has planned out for our next session. Also, actually paying attention to the video a little bit, I think this part of the drawing is really funny. A few times I redrew Lilith's face, and every once in a while her old chaotic face will pop up and give a jump scare moment. I almost wish I did keep this original face because it makes her just look absolutely manic, but I didn't think it really fit her character, or at least who I thought her character was, but maybe in the future I'll bring back some sort of manic face just to, because I like it, I don't know. And that's not to say that I don't like her new face, because I do like her new face a lot too. She has a sort of cutesy personality despite her rough past, so I wanted to give her a sort of cutesy face as well. My only gripe though is that my boyfriend said it looks like she has a Muppet face, which when he said this, I of course was immediately shocked and insulted, but he didn't mean it in a bad way. After doing a little bit of poking into what he meant with this, he thought that her face reminded him of Zoe from Sesame Street, which after he pointed it out, I kind of do see it too. But I love Zoe, so I'll just pretend it doesn't bother me that Lilith has Muppet eyes. Overall though, I do think I am very happy with how this piece turns out in the end. I think arguably, this is the best piece of work I am showing on my channel so far, though I do really like those Marceline drawings, so I don't know for sure, but it doesn't really matter. Either way, I like it, and I think it turned out good. As you can see though, I am now switching gears in this drawing. I started to feel like I needed some change in what I was doing, so I decided to throw in a background. And this is the first drawing on here where I even have a real background, so ooh, kind of exciting. But as you can see, I am trying to go for a light pastel forest background. I wanted Lilith to be the focus of the drawing completely, so I didn't bother putting too much time or effort into this background. I think it does add a little bit to the drawing though, so I am glad I took the time to draw it. But speaking of time and effort, It is kind of crazy how much time goes into a little drawing like this. I feel like this is somewhat simple drawing, but it ended up taking me almost 9 hours. I'm glad I enjoy the process of making these drawings, otherwise I wouldn't be able to put in this sort of effort. I will say though, I do sort of feel like me learning how to use Procreate and getting used to digital art in general has caused me to spend a lot of time within my drawings testing the different brushes, playing with different features, and even just fixing the mistakes caused by lack of knowledge. I would probably benefit from watching tutorial videos or even taking a class, but I also sometimes see people posting Procreate tips on Instagram, so maybe that'll be enough to learn all that I need. Anyways though, back to the drawing. I am getting to the point where I'm finishing up this background, and I will be transitioning soon to at least my favorite part of the drawing, which is where I go through and I add in all the extra details and all the shading into my character to kind of sort of give her some life and make her look as realistic as what I'm looking for at least. So I'm excited and get ready for that. Which I do think people have a name for this process. I think they call it rendering when you get to the end of your drawing and you like add all the details and shading and whatever. But I'm a little bit scared to call it rendering because on Instagram, whenever I see like little shorts or reels or whatever, and they're talking about rendering their drawings come out just so good, and my drawings, at least at this point in time, can't really stand up to or stand with those types of drawings and artworks because it doesn't match in terms of like realisticness and just looking that clean. But maybe someday. I'm hoping that because I am starting this channel and I'm doing a lot more art than I had done in the last few years, that hopefully and realistically my art should improve quite a bit because I'm getting a lot more practice. Until then though, I hope that you will all bear with me as I build those skills. I do still like how everything is turning out, but I am looking forward to the day when I have a lot more skill in what I'm doing. But since I am speaking on the topic of skill, I will say, I feel like the hands in this drawing do turn out really good. I like the shading on them, and overall I like the shape of them, especially the one with like the magic spell above it. The one holding the staff starts out a little bit iffy, but I do end up changing it, and in my opinion it looks better. But I know that a lot of artists struggle with hands because they are kind of hard to draw. So I'm happy that they turned out in a way that I like. And by the way, something I would like to say about this piece of art, the reason why I decided to draw my D&D character is because the group I played with decided that they wanted to use AI art so we could kind of like have pictures of who we were looking at. But I really, as an artist and as someone who is friends with someone in art school and someone who wants to be an artist, I don't like AI art and I don't like how it steals from like real artists, and it really honestly does hurt the art industry right now. So I decided that I would go through and I would redraw my character instead of using AI art. So maybe someday I'll actually go through and redraw the other characters as well, but I don't know if we're going to stick with this campaign long enough for me to really go through and do that. But I'm glad that my character, at least, is no longer made with stolen art. I'm kind of getting to the point in the video, though, where I feel like I've been talking for too long, so I'm going to let the art show for a little bit and music play, and I'll be back to you in a little bit. Jumping back in real quick though, this is the part I'm talking about where I go and I redraw the hand. First I start by giving her like a real staff, or at least something more than just a straight stick. And then I go through and I mess with the hand for like a while to try and get it right. But in the end, I think it turned out pretty good. So yeah, I'm proud of it. But yeah, I did just want to say that quick. Anyways though, back to the music. I don't know about you guys, but I kind of actually like that song. Normally when I'm editing and I add in these little like music bits, I kind of just pick a song that I'm like okay with, because I don't tend to find songs I actually like. But I feel like this one fits the vibe a lot, because it gives off like magic themes, and also it's kind of just like a witchy little sounding song. I don't know, it gives me fall vibes as well. But anyways, yeah, I hope you liked it, because I thought it was kind of cool. But anyways, back to the drawing itself. It is starting to wrap up, so therefore I should also start wrapping up this video. I will say I'm going to show you at the very end what the finished result of this drawing looks like, but for now I am going to say goodbye, and I will see you next time. I hope you enjoyed this video and enjoyed how Lilith turned out in drawing. But bye-bye for now.